Hey, welcome back everybody. So in this video we're going to continue with the office building. So I am starting with exercise 3-3, the interior walls right here. So what it says select, we're gonna select a wall. So I clicked on the wall tool. I'm gonna look for the interior 4 7/8 partition 1 hour, this one here. I'll click this one. And then I want to change the height of this. So the top constraint is already level 2, so we're good there. And then the location is going to be wall center line, which it already is. So we're good there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line vertically. So from here, it doesn't matter right now. So just from here straight down. And then I'm going to hit the modify up here. So now what I want to do is I want to align the face of this wall with the edge of this wall opening here. So to do that, usually I'm going to click on just select the wall and then go up to the align. So I'm in the modify panel, click the align. So the first selection you want to make is what do you want to align to? So I want to align to this little short line here. So I'm going to select that first. And then you select, okay, what do you want to align to it? So I want to align this face of this wall to that one. So I'm going to click this. And then it bounces it over and aligns it. So that's kind of a nice, easy way to do that. So then what I want to do is I'm just going to draw another wall, same wall. Over here somewhere, straight down, right click, hit cancel. I'm gonna align this one, so I want to click on align. I'm gonna zoom in, select this little line here. I'm gonna select this line here. It's gonna bounce that over there, so we're good there. So we got those two walls where they need to be. I'm gonna click on the modify to cancel out of that. Okay, the next thing it says, in the wall command, select the wall type, basic wall, 8-inch masonry. So I'm gonna go to wall, architecture, wall. I'm gonna look for the generic 8-inch masonry, which is gonna be this one here. I'm gonna select it. And then I'm gonna go to edit type. And we're gonna change the masonry thickness. So I need to go into the edit where you see structure and edit. I'm going to change this masonry thickness here to 8 inches. So 0 space 8, enter. And then I'm going to select OK. I'm going to select OK again. So basically we just changed the thickness of that wall. We didn't make a copy of it for this one. Normally you would make a copy of it and then edit that copy, but this one here we just added the original one, which is kind of a dangerous thing, but the book says to do that, so that's what we're going to do. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go to annotate, detail line, and it says draw a vertical line 35 feet long. So from the center of this, notice where that little triangle is? That's the middle of this, the midpoint of this wall. So from here, I'm gonna draw straight up 35 feet. I could just type it in, but I'm just gonna move it up 35 feet. Left click. Now I'm gonna go to modify and cancel out of that. So basically we just drew a two-dimensional line. It's just really a construction line. So we can fit I believe we're gonna put the elevator in here. So we just needed to know where that was. So that's why we drew our 2D construction line here. So now, yeah, I'm gonna draw the elevator. So I know it says the inside dimensions of the elevator is 7 foot 4 inches by 6 foot 10 inches. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make sure I go back to my wall. Now we're still in the 8-inch masonry. So for the location line, I'm going to change this to finished face interior. And it says draw the elevator shaft, blah, blah, blah. So we just need to have, and it doesn't matter where we draw it right now. So I'm just going to draw it here. I'm going to go over. Actually, I'm just going to draw like a little square or rectangle here. I'm not worried about the size because I can change the dimensions. Right click, cancel. So it says that our elevator shaft, the inside is 7'4" by 6'10". So which dimension is the 7'4"? Okay, yeah. I'm looking on the next page, so let me cancel out of this again. So I'm gonna select this wall here. I'm gonna move my temporary dimensions to the inside here. So this part is gonna be 6'10". And then I'm gonna select one of the vertical side walls, make sure that I'm measuring to the inside opening here. And this dimension is going to be 7'4". Just making sure our arrows are on the outside. So there's our elevator shaft, and we have it to the dimensions that's required. So what we want to do is move this elevator shaft from the middle of this to the end of this line. So I'm just gonna like left click and drag to select all of that. And then I'm going to go to where you see the move tool here. I'm going to select the middle of this line where you see that triangle. Select it, left click it, drag it to the end of this line here. So there's our elevator shaft on the end of our construction line. Click on the modify tool to cancel out of that. Alright, so the next thing I do is I'm going to pan over here to this left ear. It's not really an ear, but this kind of left kind of shape here. So what I want to do is I want to clip out the wall that's between, I want to clip out this part of the wall that's between these two walls. So to do that, I need to split this wall first. So usually what I do is I'm just going to select the wall that I want to split, left click it. I'm going to go up to the modify. I'm going to click the split element SL, and just anywhere in between this, you can just select it, and it's going to like take like a big samurai sword and slice that wall. Like now we kind of cut that into pieces. So now we can go up to the modify, this little corner trim extended corner, and I'm just going to select this, select this, select this, select this. So it kind of creates that opening there. Hit the modify, and now it says we're gonna go back to architecture, wall. We're going to look for brick and CMU cavity wall. Oh no, we're going to create that. We want to look for brick, yeah, brick and CMU cavity wall. So brick and CMU cavity wall. Oh, this one right here. I'm going to select this one. That's going to be the starting point, it says. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit, click edit type. Make sure you want to duplicate this. We're going to rename it. It's kind of like a save as, so we're going to call this brick and CMU cavity wall. No GWB, so that's no gypsum wall board, no GWB. And we're going to click OK. And then it says what we're going to do is remove the gypsum board and metal stud. So under the edit here, I'm going to look for the gypsum board, which is going to be here. So gypsum wall board, I'm going to click number 9, click on delete, and then it says we're going to get rid of the metal studs. So the metal furring here, I want to click on that, number 8, click on delete. So we're good there. Change, okay, so then we're good with that. So I'm gonna hit okay. Hit okay again. So now what we're gonna do is these 3 walls here, let me cancel the modify, cancel out of that. So these 3 walls we're gonna change to the wall that we just made. So I'm gonna select, left click, hit control button, hold the control button and select these other 2 walls. And now go up to this, properties. So we're gonna change that to the cavity wall no gypsum wallboard that we just created. You can kind of see it remove those. Hit the modify to cancel out of this. And now we're gonna create another wall type. So I'm gonna go back to my wall. I'm gonna select the brick and CMU. Brick on CMU, no, not brick on CMU. We're gonna go brick and CMU cavity wall as our starting point. Make sure you grab that one, not the one that says no gypsum wallboard. So we want to start with this one. I'm going to create a new wall type. So I want to go to edit type, duplicate. I'm going to name this one 8-inch masonry, 8-inch masonry with, so I can type correctly, with GWB. Looks like 1S, 1 capital S. Looks like gypsum wallboard one side is what I'm gonna guess that is. I'm gonna click OK. And then we need to go to edit. It says remove the brick airspace, rigid insulation, and blah, blah, blah. So it shows us a figure of what it should look like. So what we want to do is remove the brick airspace, rigid insulation, the brick airspace. So here's our airspace. So we're going to remove the brick. I'm going to click on number 1. I'm going to delete it. Click on the airspace, new number 1, delete it. Did I just move that down? I think I just moved it down instead of deleting it. I'm going to get rid of this brick. So yeah, sorry about that. Okay. So I want to get rid of remove the brick, remove the airspace, the rigid insulation. This I want to remove or delete it. And save the new wall type. Oh, remove the rigid insulation and the membrane layer. We did that right. Remove the membrane layer. So I don't need this one either. Remove that, delete it. Now we got layer above wrap, concrete masonry units, layer below wrap, metal furring, gypsum wallboard. Okay, so we're good there. Now I'm going to hit OK. Hit OK again. And now it says draw a wall so the gypsum finish continues on the office side. Okay, so we're going to use that wall that we just created. I want to change my location to finished face interior. I'm not sure what I need to do here. I'm going to change it to finished face exterior maybe. We can always flip it. And if I click the end of this wall and drag it down, so it's going the opposite way. So I'm going to click on the space bar to flip it. Let me cancel out of this. I should have changed that to finished face interior. I should have left it alone. So now I can click this corner, drag it down. It's still going the wrong way. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it. Hit the space bar to flip it. Drag it straight down. Right click. Hit cancel. If it doesn't line up, you can always go back and use the align tool, but you want to make sure that this the gypsum wallboard that's on one side, it matches what's already there. So it looks like this right here. Here it is. So yeah, click the wall under measure here, a little ruler here. Or you can click the dimensions too. I'm gonna go to the ruler. So from here to here should be 19.4, which it is. And then from here to here should be 8'8", which it is. Okay, so we're good there. I don't use that measure really. I don't use the measuring ruler thing very much, so now I know where it is. Okay, now it says select the 6 walls of the west stair. Okay, so like what six walls are we talking about? So we're gonna go over on this other side, right? So we're gonna go one. I want that, and I want to delete these. So those are the walls that we want to get rid of. I'm gonna press delete on my keyboard. So instead of like doing the same thing that we did to this side as we did over here, we can just delete that, and then we can select these and mirror this over. So up here where you see the modified, see this little mirror pick axis, I can pick my little, my axis is going to be my construction line that I drew here earlier. And kind of see how it kind of highlights it in. So it kind of mirrored it and flipped it over in place. Just left click somewhere. And there is our right side ear, I'm going to call it, on the other side of the building. Okay, so now it says that we're going to place some more interior walls. So I'm going to go to architecture, I'm going to wall, I'm going to click on the interior 4 7/8 partition 1 hour wall, which is this one here. I'm going to use I don't want to use the wall center line, I want to use the finished face interior. Because what I want to do is kind of zoom in here. I'm going to click on this corner of the elevator and drag it out a little ways. Drag it up. I'm not worried about dimensions at this point. I'm just kind of drawing the basic shape of what's in this book. So it kind of goes up here. It goes over this way. It goes down. It goes over. Let me zoom in here. It goes over to that corner. Right click, hit cancel. I'm going to draw that same wall from the midpoint. Now I want the midpoint, so the same wall from the midpoint, from the I don't know if it really matters. The wall center line maybe from here, from the middle here up. Right click, hit cancel. And then I'm gonna have another wall here. I don't want the center line, this one. I'm just gonna put, I don't know, finish face exterior, I don't know. But what I want to do is kind of line them up here, but we can align those later on. So clicked here, down, over, up, right click, hit cancel. So now what I want to do is just make sure that these walls match the dimensions that the book shows. So let me hit the modify again to get out of that. I'm going to start over here. So I'm going to left click this wall, and this needs to have a 6 foot clear space. So I need this to be from the inside of this wall to the inside of that wall. That's going to be 6 feet there. So that one's good. I'm going to click this top wall here, and then from the inside of this wall to the inside of this wall, that needs to be 19 feet. So 19. So we got that where we want it. And this right side, again, I want from the inside to the inside, so that needs to be 6. So we got that. We know that's in the middle. So we have this part right. We want to have a 6 foot clear hallway. So I already have these walls where I want them. So I'm not going to click on those walls. So I'm going to click this one because this one's probably the one that I want to move. So I'm going to click on this dot and look for the inside to the inside. That's going to be 6 feet. And then, so now I need to align this wall with this one, this wall with this one. So I'm gonna click on left click the wall that I want to move. I'm gonna click on the align tool. I want to zoom in, so I want to align it to this outside face, to this outside face, and it slides it over. I guess we could hit the lock button. I don't know if it says to do that or not, but we can go ahead and hit the lock button just to lock that in place. And then do the same thing over here. I want to align, so this one is where I want to align it to. So the outside face of this wall, the outside face of this wall, click on the lock, so those are lined up. Hit the modify, so we have those. Yeah, okay, so we're good there. So now just it says save your project as EX3-3. File, save. I should have did a save as. Oops, file, save as. You want to save as project EX3-3. I saved over the last one, which I didn't really want to do, but it's okay. So EX3-3, hit save. All right, so we're good to go there. So that's exercise 3-3. So next is exercise 3-4, which we'll do in the next video. So make sure y'all come on back. That one's going to be, we're going to insert the elevator. So that's fun stuff. All right, so hope that helped. Peace out.